Once you're off the ground and you're away from your bosses and you're away from all the paperwork it takes to go flying and away from all the nonsense, it's freedom.
Dust-off first started out, and it really was just the folks, when they would come in to get picked up by the helicopter, would get dusted off with all the dust and debris, and it's kind of grown into an acronym that means dedicated, unhesitating support to our fighting forces. Everything about dust-off gets owed back really to Major Charles Kelly. He was unfortunately killed on a medevac mission. There were folks on the ground were trying to tell him to get out of the LZ because of too much fire, and he said, "I'll do it when I have your wounded," and that's kind of become our dust-off motto, not just us at Boomer Dust-Off, but for everybody. He really pioneered us as a dedicated medevac platform in Vietnam.
I enjoy working with people, kind of taking care of people when they're sick, not feeling well, and I just want to be that person that can help somebody in a time of need.
Always wanted to be a medevac pilot when I got in ROTC and getting in the Army. Started out as a ground medical platoon leader in an infantry battalion. Was on the receiving end of medevacs coming in to pick up some of our wounded soldiers, and really just reaffirmed that that's what I wanted to do, and then I was fortunate enough to get selected to become a medevac pilot.
We do a lot of patient transfers. More than anything else, we're just in ambulance. Your 9 in 10 missions are patient transfer, but we've done a couple of, we call them point of injuries, POIs, and that's where someone's been hurt real bad, and you're the first line of care that they receive.
We have cared for some of the Afghan soldiers that are in the ANA and the AMP. If they're out on patrols with our folks, they're treated just the same as the Americans.
So we've flown some local Afghan military members. We've picked up a couple of civilian contractors, and we've picked up some of our own service members. I've seen some patients, different kind of trauma patients and some medical patients. As far as traumas, we've worked with some IED blasts, so extremity injuries, long bone fractures. We've seen some gunshot wounds, which pretty much working in the level 1 trauma center you see a lot of. We've picked up some medical patients also that have had maybe chest pain, just to rule out heart attack.
Here at Dust-Off, I'm what's called a PI. I'm a pilot, but I'm not the person in charge in the cockpit. So all I do is the flying.
A dust landing will actually start, and when we start our approach, we'll start, a lot of the dust will build at the tail of the aircraft and slowly go towards the nose until, honestly, we're straight ahead. Our visibility is terrible, but we can see very good down to the ground, so it almost creates kind of like a donut. That's one of the more challenging maneuvers we do, especially at night with our night vision goggles and when the moon's low and the loom is low.
You can get woke up in the middle of the night to go on mission. You pretty much have to be ready to go at any time. As far as that goes, it's unique.
Everybody here is essential to what we do. You have to be able to be cohesive in every way, not just on mission, but back here in the rear, it's important too.
Everybody that does it loves what they do. We don't necessarily get to fly as many hours as some of the other folks, but every hour that we do fly is meaningful because it's saving someone's life. That's kind of the trade-off, is everybody really gets what it means to do our mission.
The people I work with they're not just my coworkers, they're my friends, and I wouldn't want to do this any other way.